morning. My name is Sheila. My friend Kelly decided that she was going to go skydiving for her birthday, and I said, I'm going with you. She said, are you sure you want to think about it? I said, absolutely not, because if I think about it, I won't go with you. So what people often ask me is, what would motivate you to voluntarily get into a plane, go over 15,000 feet in the air, and voluntarily jump out of the plane? So I tell them that as I think about it, my skydiving experience is what I fall back on when I need the motivation to do something, especially when I'm doing something for the first time. So let me take you back. I am on this small, tiny plane, and my instructor is strapped to me. And we are going 10,000, 15,000 up in the air. And my instructor says to me, Sheila, I need you to be still for a few seconds. Let me paint a picture. Half of me is seated in the confines and the comfort zone of the plane. And the other half of me, from this part down, is just out there, literally in the wild blue yonder, out there in the sky, just out there. And he says, be still for a few seconds, but it felt like forever. And my body was screaming, Sheila Patrice Spencer. Yes, I said my whole name, so it was serious. Your body was not meant to be confined between the comfort and the knowing of the plane and the unknown, uncomfort zone, beyond the comfort zone of the sky. Whether or not you fall back into the comfort of the plane or whether or not you fall out into the sky, either way, make a decision. And it was at that point that my instructor said, Sheila, are you ready? And I absolutely was not ready. I was completely terrified out of my mind. And I answered, let's do this. And we leaped. So at first he says, Sheila, you need to let go of the strap so that you can let your hands enjoy the experience. And the moment I did that, it was amazing. I know how eagles feel when they soar through the air, and the perspective and the view changed my life. And when I landed, I was like, oh my God, that was waiting for me on the other side of my leap. If I hadn't have taken that chance, I wouldn't have experienced that. So whenever I need motivation to do something, especially if it's something for the first time, I go back to the 3 lessons that my skydiving experience taught me. 1, skydiving, it took courage, but it doesn't mean you don't do it afraid. When he asked if I was ready, I was completely terrified. And I learned that courage doesn't mean being without fear. Courage means you do something in spite of the fear. So when I want to do something new and I'm a little nervous, a little afraid, that motivates me to remind me that courage doesn't mean being without fear. It means doing it afraid. 2, skydiving taught me to release expectations. I am a planner, I am a list maker, and expectation of plans are my middle name. But sometimes I've learned that not having expectations, when you don't know what's in store, when you don't know what it's going to be like, not having expectations is actually liberating. And you're free. You don't have to confine yourself in expectations, you're free. Release you from expectations. 3, skydiving, I discovered new possibilities. The greatest thing was what was waiting for me on the other side of that leap. So that motivates me when I'm trying to wonder about doing something new. There are people waiting on the other side of that leap. There are people that I will meet. There are experiences that I will have that will motivate me to do this thing I've never done before. So every time I'm making a decision about something that I've never done before, that I'm doing it for the first time, I go over these 3 lessons again. Takes courage, do it afraid, okay, let go of expectations. Something's waiting for you on the other side of that leap. So this morning, I decided to go over those 3 lessons again. I emailed the Indy Story Slam, and I pressed send. For the motivation.